How's it going, everyone? I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and get everyone else's opinions and see what all of you think of it. I don't know how many of you have already seen it, but it was on the news that they're bringing a Ebola patient to the U.S. I guess he's a U.S. citizen, and I think there's two of them, but they're bringing at least one of them back to the U.S., and I think they're bringing him to Atlanta, they said. But they're flying an Ebola patient into the U.S. I guess they've got some kind of a airtight, chamber or something on some plane, and they're going to quarantine him at a hospital or something like that. But it just seems like a bad idea to me, so I wanted to get everybody's thoughts on that. And I usually don't talk too much about this stuff. I figure I'll leave that to Alex Jones and those people, but just kind of blew my mind that they're going to be flying an Ebola patient into the U.S. If anything, you'd think they'll be banning flights and quarantining people that are over there and that kind of thing. So, my guess is that they probably want to be able to study it, get him here while he's got an active whatever and probably study it or something. But seems like a real bad idea, and it was only a few weeks ago. I'm sure some of you saw they had the accident there that was also in Atlanta at the CDC. So they were messing around with anthrax there at one of their facilities, and they had an accident, and some of the workers were exposed or something. But what really got my attention on that headline there, or on the news when they were talking about that, they were talking about other things that they were messing with there at that CDC facility. And they were using Ebola, the bubonic plague, smallpox, a few other things. And just it seems like common sense to me. All this stuff is terrible, and no one should be messing with it. Nobody should be testing, experimenting, studying, whatever. That stuff just needs to be left alone, in my opinion. And why they'll be messing around with that stuff, or why they'll be bringing this guy over here that's got Ebola, it's pretty frightening. So I mean, again, I try not to really dwell on that stuff, but it's just insane. It's like mind-boggling that these psychopaths are messing around with that stuff, and it's kind of got my attention. I thought I'd put a quick video out there and see what everyone else thinks of it, but I really don't expect anything to come of this immediately. So I don't think that it's going to spread from this guy being flown in or something. But just, it's a bad decision to begin with. It's a terrible idea to fly in some guy with Ebola. And then, whatever they're doing with him or messing with it in these labs and stuff, it's bad news. So this is probably not going to be the catalyst. They're probably going to quarantine him, and I'm guessing they're going to study it or something with him. But it's just a bad idea. And what if it did spread off of him? What if it, had mutated or something? I don't think that that's going to be the case in this situation, but if they keep messing around with this stuff, it's going to be bad for everybody. So it seems like one of these things that, people as a whole should be able to agree that there's just certain things that they shouldn't be doing. And just because they can do something doesn't mean they should. So I think some of this stuff just shouldn't be messed with at all. So some of these weapons and different things that they're playing with are just bad news, and people as a whole, I think, should demand that it be left alone. Just thought I'd share my 2 cents. I'd like to hear everybody's comments on this, and yeah, I hope everyone's well. Thanks for watching.